Now phage growth. Phage is called, the bacteriophage is also called the phage. Until now we have studied the viruses of the bacteria, viruses of the animals, viruses of the human beings, and viruses of the plants. Some of them we have already studied and some of them we will study. The bacteriophages are the viruses of the bacteria. They multiply inside the bacteria. So we will see that how the phage is grown. The bacteriophage growth. First of all, the phage collision with an absorption and susceptible bacterium. Of course, it need, just like we already studied, that these are the viruses of the bacteria. So they need a bacterium or the prokaryotes in which they can multiply. So first of all, they will collide, they will have in contact with some of the bacteria. Then the virion, the virion of the virus will be attached with the cell wall of the bacteria, and then it will go inside. The virion nucleic acid will go inside of the bacteria. Then the synthesis of the phage protein and nucleic acid, just like the other viruses, after entering inside the host, they will use the host machinery for its multiplication, for all the processes, and then the synthesis of the proteins and the nucleic acid will be comes upon a period during which the virions will be mature. After that, there will be the assembly of the different parts of the nucleic acid, and the virions will become mature inside the bacteria, and then it will be released from the bacteria. This is the life cycle of a simple bacteriophage. Now the phage relationship with the bacteria and the Red Queen hypothesis. Red Queen hypothesis is a hypothesis about the evolution of the bacteria or evolution of the viruses along with the environment or along with their host. The interaction of the phage with bacteria is the primary concern of the phage community. Of course, the phages are the viruses of the bacteria, therefore their interaction with the bacteria is their primary concern. The phage cannot survive until there is the bacteria are present. Therefore, the phages will be there everywhere where there will be the large number of the bacteria. So, bacteria are the host and phages are the attacking organism. Therefore, bacteria need to evolve, bacteria need to evade from its parasite, and bacteria has developed mechanisms that prevent the phages from having an effect on them. Of course, they will cause the harm on the bacteria on their host. Therefore, the host has to make some mechanisms, have to develop some evolutions, therefore to be avoided from such kind of the parasite, which has led to revolutionary arms race between the phages and their host bacteria. And because after the evolution of the bacteria, they have developed some mechanisms. Similarly, there will be the mechanism of the host, mechanism of the attacking organisms. The phages are also have been developed some mechanisms to which may make them more and more stronger. So there is a evolutionary arms race between both of them, between the phages and the bacteria. Bacterial resistance to the phages puts the pressure on the phages to develop stronger effects on the bacteria. Of course, if on the one way the bacteria are going to develop the ways to evade, similarly the phages will also are going to develop from the resistance to put pressure on the phages and develop a stronger effect on that bacteria, which are acting as their host. So what is the Red Queen hypothesis? It describes that relationship the organism must constantly adapt and evolve in order to survive. In other words, you can say that maybe survival of the fittest phenomena is also there, that an organism which has to survive, which want to survive, it need to adapt it according to the situation, it need to evolve according to the situation so that its survival should be successful. This is called Red Queen hypothesis. The relationship is important to understand as phages are now being used for more practical and medicinal purposes. Of course, at this moment, we are using the phages for the molecular biology point of view and for using for the medicinal purposes, because there are a large number of diseases which are caused by bacteria. So bacteria is caused harm by the phages. So therefore, we can use the bacteriophages as medicine to kill the bacteria, because the phages are viruses of the bacteria. So it's very easy to use as a medicine. It is maybe the organic control also. So it's very important to understand the evolution of the bacteria, that how bacteria is using its system and how it is evading from the immune system, that how viruses and the phages are also evading. So this is very important, the Red Queen hypothesis, to understand this hypothesis and to understand that what is the evolutionary system, the evolutionary processes which are happening in the bacteria and the phages. One of them is the Restriction-Modification System, which is also called as RM. Bacteria has developed multiple defense mechanisms Foreign DNA trying to enter the bacteria host is restricted by most of them by the enzymes which are called endonucleases that recognize the specific base pair within the DNA. So these endonucleases are present inside the bacteria, and they will recognize the foreign body which have some specific DNA sequences, and they will recognize them as foreign body and try to expel them from the body. DNA of the cell is protected from restriction due to methylase. Methylase enzyme is also present, and this is also its role for the evasion of the viruses of the phages. Therefore, the restriction modification system has evolved to keep up the ever-changing bacteria and the phage. So, the bacteria and the phages are ever-changing and evolving according to their situation. So, restriction modification systems are always there. The phage will modify itself, then the bacteria will restrict, and accordingly. In general, the RM types differ in the nucleotide sequences that they recognize. So similarly, the modification process will continue, and the restriction modification system, they will change their nucleotide sequences because the endonucleases enzymes will recognize just the specific DNA sequences. There is an occasional slip where the endonuclease misses the DNA sequence of the phage, and the phage DNA is able to enter the cell anyway, becoming methylated and protected against the nucleic acid. If the disease has to happen, and if the viruses are successful and they will have to enter inside the body, then they will just use the host machinery, and there is the slip or the occasional slip, or there may be the endonuclease which misses, which is unable to recognize, then the DNA sequences of the phage and phage will be successfully entered and successfully will cause the disease, which may lead towards the killing of the bacteria. Clustered regularly interspersed palindromic repeats. This is also called as CRISPR. These are specific DNA sequences. CRISPR means the immunity to the phages by the bacteria has been acquired via adding the spacers of DNA that are identical to that of the DNA from the phage. So this is just the cluster, which is composed of some specific base pairs of the DNA. And immunity to the phages by the bacteria will be acquired by adding the spacers of the DNA. Some phages have been found to be immune to these mechanisms as well. This mechanism is very successful in the bacteria. However, as well as some of the phages are concerned, they are even immune to this mechanism, and they will evade and still have the successful infection. In some way or the other, phages have managed to get rid of the sequence that would be replicated. Phages are also capable of interacting with the species other than the bacteria. There are also some prokaryotes present there, and the phages are also capable of causing the disease in other than the bacteria, the prokaryotes, just like the encoded endotoxin interaction with some of the animals too. Phage therapy is also an example of the applied phage community ecology, because in the community ecology, it is very normal that we can use the phage to kill the bacteria, because bacteria, the harmful bacteria, most of the time the bacteria are not always harmful, but the harmful bacteria are always present in the community, and if we use the bacteriophages in the community to kill those bacteria to cause the infection, it's very common, and it can be very useful.